When 12-year-old Ion moved into the old cottage with his parents, he didn't complain. The rent was cheap and they needed a fresh start. But from the very first night, Ion felt like the house watched him, especially his bedroom. The wallpaper there was old, yellowing and curling at the corners. One corner behind his bed looked like it had been picked at before, as if someone had tried to remove it but stopped halfway. His father laughed. Probably kids who lived here before. Leave it alone. But at night, Ion swore he could hear faint scratching, like something behind the wall. One rainy afternoon, home alone and bored, Ion gave in. He pulled at the wallpaper. It came off in long strips, revealing dark red symbols carved into the wall. Then his hand hit something hard, a doorknob. The wallpaper had been hiding a wooden door. It had no keyhole, just a round brass knob, icy cold. He hesitated, then turned it. The door creaked open into a small windowless room filled with dust, cobwebs, and a single rocking chair. And on the floor, tiny handprints in the dust. That night, Ion heard the rocking chair creaking, back and forth, back and forth. He tiptoed to the open door and looked inside. The chair was moving, on its own. The handprints were gone. He slammed the hidden door shut and shoved a table in front of it. The next morning, the table was moved aside, and on his wall, written in dust, "You found me. Don't forget me." Ion tried to tell his parents. They didn't believe him. The next night, the whisper started, soft, childlike, coming from inside the wall. "Play with me. I've been waiting." He opened the door again. The room was colder than before. This time, a girl stood in the corner, facing the wall. Her dress was old, torn, and gray. Her skin was pale like old paper. He froze. She turned her head slowly. One eye was stitched shut. The other bled black tears. "Do you remember me now?" she whispered. Ion screamed and slammed the door shut. Ion ran to the town library. He dug into old records and found an article from 1962. Girl goes missing, last seen playing in her bedroom. Authorities suspect runaway. But handwritten on the edge of the clipping was a note. They bricked up her playroom, said she was too strange. The family moved. The room was never spoken of again. Ion realized the truth. The girl had been sealed inside the wall, left to vanish from memory. Ion ran to the town library. He dug into old records and found an article from 1962. Girl goes missing, last seen playing in her bedroom. Authorities suspect runaway. But handwritten on the edge of the clipping was a note. They bricked up her playroom, said she was too strange. The family moved. The room was never spoken of again. Ion realized the truth. The girl had been sealed inside the wall, left to vanish from memory. The next morning, the wallpaper was whole again. No marks, no door. But Ion never forgot her. Every year on the same day, he leaves a small toy in a quiet corner of his room, just in case. Moral: sometimes curiosity uncovers pain that others chose to forget. Respect the past and the voices that were silenced.